Hello there, welcome to another episode of the interview. I am very sure that you probably saw the video that is circulating on social media about the attack on the Federal College of Forestry Mechanization in Kaduna that took place 2 days ago, which is very, very disturbing. So I decided to just host this interview and speak with a few eyewitnesses, people that witnessed what actually transpired. I will be speaking with a few of them so that I will be able to understand and assess what actually happened, and we take it from there. So thank you so much for joining us. I will encourage you as usual to try and share this video so that people will have an understanding of what actually transpired. So today, let me start by bringing in Theophilus. Theophilus is the secretary of the student government at in this college that was attacked. Theophilus, thank you so much for deciding to join us.
Thank you very much. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So tell me a little bit. What do you know? Were you an eyewitness of this event? And tell me what actually transpired.
Yes, good evening, sir. I was in the school that very night. It was on Thursday around 11:30 p.m. So I was in the hall reading when I heard noise that we should off our lights, that something is happening within the school.
Hmm.
So all of a sudden, I saw a student running from one hostel. The hostel is an outskirts, a little bit from the other hostels within the school.
Hmm.
So when the guy started that scattered everything. So it was on the gunshots that everybody started running for
Can,
a
can
hide.
you can you repeat what you said? You were frozen a little bit. Can you repeat what you said?
Okay, we were in the hall reading around 11 p.m. on Thursday night when the incident started. So I just saw a student running and shouting, "We should off our lights, we should off our lights." The next thing we heard was gunshot, and that was all. We were all running for shelter, we were running to hide. So I actually ran into the bush and hid myself with some other students. The next thing we had was serious gunshots. The gunshot was
Looks like we're having some network difficulties there. I'll still bring back Theophilus. Let me bring Onuche. Onuche Manasseh is also, he graduated from this school and he's working in this school. You were also an eyewitness, right, Onuche? What do you know about this incident? All right, looks that like he's also frozen there. Let me see whether Theophilus is back. So that looks like we're having some technical glitches with the network. So while I'll continue to see if we're able to sort out the network problems, we'll continue to have this discussion. I have a couple of them that are willing to speak so that we just have the eyewitness account of what actually transpired in this college. I mean, if you watch some of the videos that were posted online, they were terrifying. I can see Theophilus. Theophilus, you're back.
yes, sir. Sorry, I'm having network challenge here.
Yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So that night, after hiding, I actually hid myself in the bush. I lie down. So after an hour or so, we had people shouting their army, we should come outside, that they have come to rescue us and all that. So that was how they evacuated us to the nearest, the Army barrack. That's NDA old site. So, in a nutshell, I think that was what transpired.
Did you get to see these people when they were attacking?
No, I didn't see them personally.
But you only heard the gunshots at a close range.
Yes,
So right now, what do you know about the number of students? Do you know any person or some people personally that are still missing?
very well.
How many people do you personally know that have not been accounted for?
About 37 students. 37 and about 37, 39, sir.
Hmm. Were there some people that escaped from this?
Yes, it's only one person that I'm very sure that escaped.
Because the earlier reports said something like there were over 200 people that were abducted. Then later we realized that it's these 37 people. So do you know any people that first were captured, but for some reasons they were able to escape?
It's only one person that was captured, according to him. That's he escaped. That's Julius Sunday. He was the only one that was in their. He was among those they captured. So by God's grace, he was able to escape from their hand.
Do you know do you know how many people, some of these terrorists that came and captured the abductors, do you know how many of them came? How did they come? Did they come in vans? Tell me a little bit about that scenario. Though you said you didn't see them physically, but probably some people saw them. What have you been hearing?
Yes, with what I had and with the look of things around, I don't think they come with a van because I was in the hall and it was only one gate that was that you can use to access the school environment. So they didn't come through the gate. If they come through the gate, definitely they came on foot,
Hmm,
not on motorcycle or on van or anything. So they came through the back, I
hmm,
suggest.
hmm. All right, let me say there are a couple of people here. Let me see whether I can still bring Onuche Manasseh. Onuche, are you with me right now? All right, Onuche seems to still be having some problem. Let me bring Peacemaker. Peacemaker, hello, Peacemaker. Thank you for joining me.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Who are you and what do you know about this incident?
I'm Jimo Ablakim from the Department of Crop Production Technology, CPT, popularly known as Peacemaker. And what happened? Actually happened that day was that it was around, though I was fast asleep. So from my sleep, I was just woken up that, okay, kidnappers, kidnappers. So I learned that they came in through a perimeter fence from the first hostel called the Jaika hostel. So although their intention was to come in without shooting, without making the security aware, you understand, to come in silently. So after gathering those people at the first male hostel, they'll at a gunpoint, they held a guy called Zax, which is Zachary, which led them to the female hostel at the gunpoint. So fortunately enough, the guy was able to hit one of them and ran, which he came to the second hostel to get us alert. We are
Hmm,
the female hostel. So after alerting us, we all ran for our lives. We went inside the bush, we went hiding. You understand? So it was from the hideout that most of us start making calls to call the people we can contact. You understand? Meanwhile, as some of us were running, there was a guy that jumped through, he scaled through the fence from the other side of the school. So, and there is a military signal close to the school. So it was able to alert those military people that, okay, this is what is happening. So meanwhile, after telling them, they started shooting. So As the kidnappers heard there was a shootout, they now knew that yes, that security have already been alerted. I guess that was when they started shooting sporadically. And as we were there, we
Okay,
contacted those
let,
that.
sorry to interject. Let me get something straight. While
Okay.
the kidnappers we are carrying out their operation, the security
Yes, sir.
people actually came.
Yes, yes, exactly. They interfered
Okay.
because
So when the security people showed up, and you are talking about police or soldiers,
they are soldiers. They are soldiers.
who came up?
Yes,
Okay,
they are
soldiers.
soldiers.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, please.
So they came. Immediately they came, that was around some minutes to one, I think. So because the time we don't even have time to check time, there was no chance for us to check time. We're lying down in the bush. Like me and three others were in the bush, still lying down. I was able to communicate with with two of my lecturers to ask them actually. They now called me back and told me that okay, there are already soldiers in the school. That soldiers were able to came into the school. So the soldiers came to the hideouts. They entered the bush. They were like, if you know you are a student, come out. But we are very scared to come out. We don't know because the kidnappers might be using that as a bait or trying to bring us out. They were like, if you know you are a student, come out. So I have to call to confirm from my lecturers. Okay, are they actually soldiers? They say yes, soldiers are already in the school. That was why we came out with the SCG president and one other person. So we're three numbers from my own side, from my own part. So as we got outside, we met that okay, they have already gathered some of our students, and meanwhile they have already packed some to the NDA barracks. So before you know, I was able to call some of my mates who I know they are also in hideout. I also led them personally. In fact, we have to go. Some people have even gone far as a kilometer ahead from outside school. Some of our students, I have to escort them to take them to where those students are because they told me where they are and I know that place. So I have to go and bring them about 8 of them, which we all came together before we have been taken to the soldier barrack. That is NDA old site.
And this thing you said, still talking with you, well, I will be calling you Peacemaker since you are popularly known as Peacemaker,
Yes.
uh, because it's a little bit tricky. How will you know whether they were soldiers? Because some of these people sometimes dress in, military camouflage, military uniforms. Do you know how they were dressed? People that saw them, do you know how they were dressed when they came into the campus?
According to those people that saw them, because there are some students among our colleagues that saw them, that actually saw them. They said some of them are putting on a military camouflage, while some of them are on mufti. So that's why we ourselves, even from the hideout, when we are hearing voices that if you know you are a student, come out, we have to call to confirm. Are there really soldiers on campus? Which are some of our lecturers confirmed that to us that yes, that they heard that they have already sent some interventions to us to come and rescue us. So that was how we came out.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing that. Let me go back to Theophilus. There are other people that will be joining us, I believe. Let me go back to Theophilus and see. So Theophilus, what do you what is the state of things right now on campus? What are you
Okay,
hearing?
we actually had the
I,
contact with
I,
the school
I
management.
actually can see you, Theophilus.
Okay, there's a light, there's a challenge of light here. Let me move close to a brighter place.
Okay.
But I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, just keep talking as you find. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sir. Um, we actually contacted the school management. We were with them yesterday till evening, and we spoke today, as of today again. So they are letting us know that things are getting better. They are on top of the matter. They didn't tell us particularly what they are actually doing, but they are assuring us that they are on top of the matter. So for now, and as I'm talking to you right now, I actually excused myself from a meeting with the national president of Nigerian students, National Association of Nigerian Students. He came in this evening. So we are meeting together. We are meeting the management tomorrow by God's grace to know how far. Maybe if there's any negotiation that is going on between the school and the abductors.
Hmm. All right, let me try to bring Peacemaker again. Peacemaker, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you, sir.
Do we know nobody died in this incident so far? Do we know anybody that died, any student or anything like that?
According to information, we didn't record any death. Not at all. Not
Okay.
at all.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
So let me talk a little bit with Onuche. He's been having some network problem. Let me try to bring him and see whether our Onuche, hello, can you hear me? Still having some network problem there with him. Please don't go anywhere. As soon as we sort that, we'll talk with you. Let me see whether I can talk with Emmanuel Junior Zaka, who is one of the lecturers there. Emmanuel Junior Zaka, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here, even though it is dark out here. The light just went off.
All right, so let's see if you're able to, because we want to know who is talking. We are not speaking with Ghost. We
Yes,
want to know who is speaking. If you saw that, I will bring you. Let me go back to Theophilus. Theophilus, you were telling us something about your meeting. You are the SUG president, secretary actually of the student government. Um, the identity of these 37 or 39 students that are still missing, do you know, is there any kind of conversation that is going on between the school management and the bandits or terrorists or whatever they are called?
Personally, I don't know, to be sincere, but to the best of my knowledge, what I've been told is that there's improvement, whether to rescue the students or to
Okay, we're having some network problem there. Let me bring Peacemaker. Peacemaker.
Yes, sir. I'm
Yeah,
with you.
if you can pick up from where Theophilus was explaining concerning whether there are some kind of the school is speaking with the bandits or what have you. Do you know anything?
And although I can't see anything for now, but all I heard was that they are already on top of the matter, and by the grace of God, they will be released. Either we don't know, either they are negotiating or they will rescue them. That I can't say. But all we are being assured is that they will be released safe and healthy.
Okay. Onuche, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, all right. Tell us your own version of this story.
Sir, it was an horrible sight to behold. Like I was saying, the network here is very bad because I'm receiving some calls. That is why I'm always going offline. We, the students in the college, let me just say, it's by the grace of God, we are all safe. Intervention to come to the college and make the way with all the host students in the college without anybody noticing. But all thanks to his fellow student named by Zachariah, let me say, is the hero, and all of us, our life is indebted to him. Because if not for him, I don't think that many of the students, or even I that is talking here, will be here by tonight. So I really want to thank him. Sir, all I want to say is that no student was rescued from Federal College of Forestry till now that we are talking. The 37 students are still in captive. Those that the federal government and the soldier military is claiming that they rescue are those students that was taken to the barrack after the whole operation.
Hmm.
Our students are still in the captive. We are calling on the federal government and all the international body to come to our aid, because our fellow brothers and sisters are there suffering, and we are still here up till now that we are talking. We have not gotten
All right, we're still having some network problem. Let me try to bring Zachary. Zachary, welcome. Thank you for joining me.
Good evening, sir.
Tell us
Good evening, sir.
your version of the story.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah, I can hear
Can you
you.
hear me?
Please go ahead. Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I'm Zakar Musa Magauri. Escape
Yeah, I can hear you now. Please go ahead.
network. All right, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, a lot of other students are saying you played a very important role. Tell us, what was that experience like? Okay, I'll try to bring Zachary because most of them said he played a very important role. I wanted to hear what he did specifically. Let me try to bring Onuche back and see. Yeah, Onuche, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. You were saying something before the network uh, was bad.
Yeah, I'm with you. I can hear you clearly.
Okay. Please go ahead and finish what your thoughts, what you were saying.
Yeah. All I'm saying now is the government to come to our aid. The students with the bandits are suffering, most especially the girls. Some of them was taken from the hostel, bed naked. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hello?
Yes, please go ahead.
Hello?
Can you
So,
hear me?
uh, yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, go ahead, please.
All, most of, yeah, I say most of the female students that was taken from the college were taken naked. Some of them were not putting anything because it was already late night. Some of them were preparing to go to bed when the bandit came in. They made away with 17 girls from the college. And the video that was released by them yesterday, if you watch the video, you know that those girls are suffering. So we plead for the federal government to come to our rescue, come and help our girls and our brothers and sisters out there. They are suffering, and up to now, please we use this opportunity to beg the federal government to come to our aid, because if nothing is done on time to save those students, they will be passing through a lot of emotional trauma any day that pass. Today is the third day that they've been in the hands of the adaptors. So please, we beg on the federal government to come to our rescue, and we continue praying for them. God,
All right. It looks like Onuche is a little bit frozen right now. Zachary, can you hear me now? Well,
Yeah, I can hear you.
all right. Please tell us your own
There.
version of the story.
We are the first people that depart in the college. My hostel, Jaka. It's about 14 of us in number. And they were speaking Fulani fluently. Both of them, themselves.
So you were
That is
you
my
were
life.
you also were you one of the people that they captured, they abducted?
Yes, Yes,
So how did you escape?
because I heard them talking in their language Fulani, because I understand Fulani. How are they going to find the females? Because we told them we are the students. They asked us, what about the females?
Are
How are
you
they going to?
Fulani or Hausa?
Yeah,
What are you? What?
I'm Fulani. Fulani.
Okay, you are Fulani, so you were able to understand what they were saying.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please go ahead.
So I now heard that. I say now let me take them to the guest hostel. After we went there, so the girls when they saw us with the bandit, they were confused, shouting. Actually, they came for a silent mission. They pack us and left. No one will hear what they did. So a girl ran to the hostel shouting because they went to the hall. They divided themselves. Some of them went to the classes area. So when she saw them on the classes area, not knowing that they were still in the hostel, she ran to the hostel shouting. So he was standing on my head, punching gun. So that was when he left to catch her. So I now started running. On my way going out, then one of the bandits now entered my front with gun. And I hit him on his chest. He fell down. After like some 30 steps up, he started shooting. When he get up on his feet, he shot me twice. The bullet missed me. I now ran and jumped the fence and called soldiers for
Hmm.
help. That was what happened. When the soldiers came, started shooting. The bandits already packed what they want, so they now left. So that was when the students started coming back. Those that heard when they shot me, they ran away. They started coming back to the school because soldiers were in the environment then.
Hmm. So a couple of things from what you have described. First, because you were Fulani, that was why you were able to understand. And I guess these people didn't know you are Fulani. Because you are Fulani, you were able to understand all the things they were saying. So you can
Yeah,
confirm without any doubt that these are doctors are Fulanis, right?
yeah. And they are also asking about their direction, asking each other where are they going to follow when they packed us because they don't have the school map. So they were saying where are they going to follow. I even speak Fulani to them. None of them respond to me.
Or you
They
actually
only
spoke Fulani with them to them and they
yeah,
refused to respond to you.
I spoke Fulani to them. I spoke Fulani to them. None of them respond to me. They only spoke to me in Hausa.
Hmm. And you were the one that actually went to the soldiers and informed them because you were able to escape.
Yes.
Were these people wearing masks or how were they dressed?
No, they are not marks. They are just tightening. What is it called? This bandana, this face towel. That was what half of them are wearing. Some of them are wearing. So half of them they are all more than 40. You
They
can't
were
actually
more
say
than
this. They are
40.
more than 40. Half of them are wearing soldiers uniform, full kit, and half of them are wearing black shirts. And not all of their gun is loaded. That's what I noticed with them, and they don't know how to operate the gun very well. Only few of them can shoot with the gun.
You think
So that
so?
was how I chance to run.
And do you know how they came into the campus? Did they come in any vehicles? How did they come? Do you have an idea?
He came on like trekking through the back door from the dam. That is where they follow and came through it. They
What
make
time
a
was
whole
this? What time of the day was this?
11:15 p.m.
11:15 p.m.
Yeah,
And based on
that
what you
was
said, soldiers were around that vicinity. The soldiers were not far.
yes,
So if soldiers were not far, how do you think people, more than 40 people, could come and they were not stopped in any way at this odd time?
because they gave the information that is a school Nigerian Turkish. They gave the information that was where they are going to operate that night. So most of the soldiers patrolling there, they took them, they deceived them. That was a chance they took.
So you mean the bandits actually informed the soldiers they were going to attack,
Yeah,
but not your school?
not our school.
Hmm. Let me try to bring Peacemaker again and hear what he thinks about some of these issues we are talking about. Peacemaker?
Yeah, I'm with you, sir.
Yes. What else do you know about this situation?
Exactly. I've already explained to you the little I know because as I told you earlier, I was already fast asleep before I was waking up. That I should get up. Kidnappers are already in the campus, so I have to pick to my heels for my life. So before before the soldiers came for our intervention, before we had been packed to the barrack. So it was
Hmm.
later on during the day I started hearing from Zax, this very guy, that okay, this is what happened, this is what transpired, and that was the information I also gave you.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Onuche, do you have any other perspective you want to add?
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead.
Sir, my prosperity goes like this. Please, these children are too young to pass through this. No one deserves to pass through all this. So please, we are begging on the government to come to an aid, because the more they keep playing politics with this, the more they keep on endangering those students' lives. They have
Hmm.
passed through a lot. On Saturday, that some of them was brought back to school from the barrack. Immediately, some of the girls stepped in their feet to the school premises. Some of them was rushed back to the hospital because some of them faint, some just collapsed because of the emotional trauma that they are passing through. That is for those that were safe. So how much those that are in the bush? So please, we are begging on the federal government to come to our aid, because if nothing is done on time, these students will
All right, let me try to bring Christina. Christina, thank you for joining me. Christiana, can you hear me? Yeah, so what do you know about this situation? Tell us your own experience.
I was in the students' auditoriums reading at around after 11. I lost count of time because my phone went off when the power went off. So while I was there, someone alerted us to turn off our torchlight because we switched on our torchlights instead of the power since the power went off. And then we turned off our lights and we were listening. We went through the windows, peering to see if we can see anything. And then suddenly a student ran straight through the towards the gate of the college. And immediately after that, what we heard was gunshots, sporadic, just gunshots everywhere. Most of us that were in the hall ran out of the hall, but I ran back to the hall and I found a place. There are damaged chairs between both student auditoriums, and I hid under that place. So since from that time, I could hear the voices of my friends, my hostel mates crying. They were pleading in Hausa, don Allah ku taimake mu, don Allah ku taimake mu. And then I could hear voices of people in Hausa saying, ku rufa mana baki. And then they were pleading like that, muna so mu sa kaya, because some of them were naked. And then they didn't let them get their clothes, they just let them off. Ku tafi, ku wuce. And then that one was quiet. And then you hear their voices again. I couldn't raise my head. Where I was hiding, I was just squeezed. I was saying all the prayers I could say. And then the shootings would go off for a while and then it would come up again. So it continued because I wasn't with my phone. I can't tell for how long, but close to an hour. And we were just there praying. I was praying. I said, God, when will this thing be over? Then later on, I heard other gunshots approaching from the college gate, and then cars ran. They entered, busy opening fire, and then they went towards the JICA. That was where the attack came from initially. And then they went there. They shot their guns towards that place and they came back and remained in the college compound. So from there, I started hearing voices. People were speaking broken English and they were reporting in English and Yoruba. Then that was when I got to know that the Fulani or whoever it was they were had gone. I didn't even come out. I spent another 1 hour where I was hiding until they moved some of the girls. I heard some of the girls crying, they were weeping, they were trying to explain what was happening. But I wasn't still sure who it was they were talking to. When the car started leaving the college, I peered through and I saw Operation Yaki in some of the hillocks. That was when I knew that it was the military and I'm safe. And then I came out. I was the only female that left for the barrack among the batch. When I came out, I saw that it was other guys from the boys' hostel and from wherever it was they were hiding. And then they told us, I was trying to tell them, they took some of the girls. They said, yes, they are more concerned about safety, that will move us to a safe place, and then they will go after the bandits. And that was how we were taken to the barracks for safety.
Do you know any of your friends or any of the girls close to you that is still missing?
Yes, my roommate, Kudirat Danadi, she's missing.
One your roommate is actually among the
A
people that
lot
are
of
still being
them, we were
held.
supposed to have a weekend, a sisters week, and most of the girls are in my group. I was supposed to be their group leader. Most of them are missing, and I was with them that evening, asking them to bring contributions for the program, and they all promised going to give their own contribution, but Friday never came for some of them.
Hmm. Thank you so much for sharing your perspective with us, Christina. Let me talk with Zachary. Zachary, what else do you want us to know? What do you want the government to know about this incident?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Zachary, are you with me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
What do you want the government to know about what transpired?
Sir?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you now.
All right. What will you want the government, since you are one of those people that were captured and you happen to escape, and so and you heard the conversation, you've been Fulani and you heard them speaking in Fulani. What message would you want to send to the government? What do you want the government to?
I just want the government to give them the money. Those people don't have pity. They don't have patience. They can start shooting at those niggas. Even about the guy I hit. They're having a lot of pain. Whenever you make him, when you remember that I hit him, you'll be beating. Because I heard some of the ex-students saying they are going for a protest. But I don't know actually what time. But he actually called me around 12 today and informed me about the protest.
Hmm. All right. Thank you so much, Zachary. Let me go back to each of you. And Peacemaker, let me start with you. What message do you want to send to the government?
Please, the government should just try and do the needful. Please, no matter what. These children are too young to be passing through this psychological trauma. Please and please, no matter what. Imagine you most of us are from a very distance just to come and seek for this education. And you find out that the system It's no more safe for you to even come and acquire the little education. If you notice, we in those schools, we are struggling. Everybody in that school is struggling to make it. From the top to the down, we are all struggling to make it. And you say the school is not secure. How are you expecting people to acquire the education? You are telling us that the youth are always the leaders of tomorrow. But when the country is not safe for us to go and get the knowledge, some of their children are busy outside the country, flying out to go and acquire education, which in fact most of them don't care. And me, I've already found out that this kidnapping of a thing, especially in the northern part of the country, is getting to be a business thing. Is a business. In fact, I can say it's even a legit business now, because you find out, if you watch the news today, as of today, there was also an attempt to kidnap some schoolboys in Ikra local government of Kaduna State. Why is it like that? Why are they trying to? Okay, they should just come out and tell us that, okay, you guys should vacate all the schools and go and seek, or go and learn work or something. There's no more education. We are going to understand. Why are they using us, we the students? Why are they using us as a bait to get money from the government? There are other means they can use. Why the students? Why we? We are innocent. We are nothing. Please, the government. I know, in fact, if you go deep down into what is happening, there are so many people that are having hands in this. Maybe the politician also. I don't even care. I don't even want to know who are having hands in this. But the innocent students, the innocent children that don't know anything, they are suffering for it. Please and please, if there's anything the government can do as soon as possible, as fast as possible. Because when I watched that video yesterday, I was so deep. Since yesterday, I've been depressed. Seriously, I wept profusely. That, okay, why will these children be passing such through? Those children that are innocent. So, in fact, I know someone personally. Me and her, we talked yesterday afternoon, that Thursday afternoon. We were together all through. Not just to hear that, okay, she was among those that was kidnapped. She was complaining to me that, okay, she don't have money, so thing, that she's broke. I said, okay, by Friday, I'm going to find out something for her to take care of herself. Girls that night, she didn't, maybe it was the little food I gave her, maybe around 8 that she took and she ate. And since then, I don't think they have been eating. Because considering that they are inside that bush, there's no food, no water, nothing, inside sun, come meet rain, come meet shine. They have been kept there. Please and please, we are pleading the government. They should try and do the needful as soon as possible. They should please and please, the agencies concerned, the organizations concerned, the ministries concerned, the security agency, anything, please. They should just try and they should make sure that these children are safe. They should free them as soon as possible. We are pleading on them. Please and please, that's the little thing. If you look at some of their parents, some of them will not be able to sleep. Not to even talk of they were even rescued. It's not that maybe we are rescued. We went into hidings. When my dad had of it, he nearly fainted. Because not to talk of those who are inside the bush that was captured. Me that I'm still alive. When he had of it, that okay, this was what happened. Please and please, you guys, if the government, if they can do anything to it, please, they should just try as soon as possible, as fast as it can be. Please and please, we have been trying for our voices to go viral, for the whole world to hear about it. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. These are innocent students. Please and please, we are pleading on the government. They should just come to our aid. They should just come to our aid. In fact, not only our aid, all the schools in Nigeria, in the northern states, the schools are not more secured. Please and please, they should try and they should provide more securities. The bandits, they all know they all know their hideouts. Imagine if you can track a phone that is stolen to anywhere. Why is it that you can't track a phone to the bush? Why? But if someone stole a phone here and take it from Kaduna to Adamawa or from Kaduna to Meduguri, if the security want to do their work, they will track that phone. Or imagine me now insulting the president on social media. Do you think I won't be caught? If I want to be caught, do you think I won't be caught? Then why are they taking us like this? Sometimes I do think that maybe they are taking us to be a fool, as if we don't know what we are doing. If they want to do their work actually, I know they can do it. It's very, very easy for them to do it. But please and please, they should try and release our students as safe as soon as possible. Please and please. Thank you very much.
Well spoken, Peacemaker. Let me bring Julius Ali. Julius, thank you so much for joining me. Hi, Julius. Can you hear me?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm
Tell
with
us
you.
your side of the story. What do you know? What happened?
Sir, if I should start telling you what happened, I guess I won't finish well because right now my soul is gradually tearing apart. I since the day I came back home, I don't see food as anything. All I do is missing those guys every day because before the incident happened, I was like 99 out of 100% of them. I talked to like 99% of them before the incident. And the guys they picked from the other boys hostel, I checked them that evening. I talked to each and every one of them before they adopt them. Seriously, sir, I like what to say, but I'm pleading on the government to do the needful. I don't think this thing should continue because if this thing should continue, there's not going to be education in the next 2 to 3 years in Nigeria because we are seeing it's starting from behind. Before you know it, it will be in the town, and once it gets to the town, there's nothing anyone can do about it. Please, we are pleading on the government to do the needful. I can't eat. I hate food. This is how I am. I don't even know where to bathroom. Look at how rough I am. I'm pleading. My soul is tearing. I'm crying every night. I can't sleep. Please, sir, let them hear our voice. Let them hear our cry and release them. We need them back. Home is no sweet without them. We need them. They are our family. We are like a family. We need them back. Please and please, sir. They should hear our cry. I'm pleading. I'm pleading. I can't eat. Except I see my brothers and sisters back. I can't eat. That's just it.
Julius, try to eat. I know you are traumatized because of people very close to you, but I will encourage you to try and eat, and I pray that you will be strengthened. Let me bring Umude. Umude, thank you for joining. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing your name rightly or correctly, but thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah,
Good evening.
What do you know about this incident?
My name is Umude Ike. I I don't have much to say, but as some of my schoolmates have said it, I think they have said it all. See, if not for anything, for the sake of the innocent children and the parents too, I was in a classmate house early this evening today, being Sunday. She was the only daughter of her parents. I could not be able to stand the woman because the woman was like, she's losing her mind, like for real. Like she could not even help herself. We that the student that came to visit her, the woman could not even see her. Like I don't know how to explain. Please, any way that the government know they can be able to reach out to her. I don't know if it should take them anything, but just please for the innocent ones, because we going to school, I don't think if it's a crime. If that it was a crime, we could have not been there. There are many easy ways for young boys, young girls to make money, but we have choose the right path. Those people should not tell us that we have chose the wrong path, because this thing that they are doing like this, it's like you driving a child that is trying to learn a good thing. No, you telling him that what he's learning is not good. Imagine we going to school and things like this happening. What are we going to give children, people that are coming from our back? I I think this enough should be a lesson to the government. If tomorrow things go wrong, we are trying our best. The blame should not be on us. The blame should be on them because they failed to play their role as a parents to us because they are guardian to us. If we will be under them and things will still go wrong this extent, I don't think if in Nigeria we are safe. I'm telling you, they are complaining that we are traveling out. How will you not travel out when where you are supposed to be secured, no security at all? Look at what is happening day and night, no security. Every day, the same story, the same story, the same story. No different story. Please, I'm pleading on behalf of my of my classmate and the government. Please, anything that can be done to release them before the weeks runs out, please, because Those people with that video I saw the yesterday, like serious, I don't know. But if it should continue like that, most of them, even though they are not being shot, it will be hard for them to come back. Most of them are not fine. Most of them are having internal sickness. Most of them are not serious. Most of them are not well. Please let them just do anything they can to release those people back for us. We still love them and we still care much about them. Please, I'm pleading on their behalf. Please.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Olalekan, thank you so much for joining us.
Welcome, sir.
What do you know about this incident? Are you also a student?
Yeah, I'm a student.
Okay, tell us your own version of the story.
All right. Well, I'm a student, but I'm not actually living in the hostel. I stay off key. So, but sir, to be sincere with you now, as I'm speaking with you, I'm not that happy since when this incident happened. Like seriously, because a school where there is no security, there are no guards or something else. In fact, the life of the students are in risk. Understand? This the issue of this security in the school, it has been in existence since they've been telling us there's security, which we the students we are seeing nothing there. But like seriously, they need to do something about that. That's one. And number two, the main purpose of this now, sir, is in fact, we will be happy if they can just rescue those abducted people, please. Because with this now, in fact, we the students, we are not happy. In fact, we are not happy. Can you imagine if a parents are telling even the students not to even go back to school again just because of this issue of kidnapping? You understand? So please, if there's anything you can just do, if there's anything the government or any organization can just do to help us to bring back this our students back, we'll be very happy. Please, sir, we'll be very happy. So I
Thank
think
you so. Go ahead, please.
so that's all, sir, I have to say. But
Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you sharing your voice. Let me see. Munira, are you there?
It's not this one.
Munira, are you with me?
Join me now. Come you. Bring me out.
All right. Let me bring one of the lecturers there, Emmanuel Junior Zaka. He's a lecturer at this school. What do you know? I know you don't live in the. Of course, you definitely, probably you are not a first an eyewitness, but because you are a teacher, a lecturer in this school, I know you have had a lot. Probably you know some of the students that were abducted. What have you been hearing for the past 2 days or so?
Let me begin by thanking you for this. I don't know how you met the students, but I am happy that you are able to do this. Let me begin by calling out the roll call of those students that are now in captivity. Kauna Daniel, Sarah Sunday, Blessing John, Blessing Babale, Susan Ishaya, Zipporah Samson Bakoshi, Rose Okore, Pamela Ibrahim. They call her Chioma at home, even though she's Ham by tribe. Amina Yusuf, Fatima Ibrahim, daughters of the same man, a staff of the school.
All right, if you can hear me, you are frozen. You are frozen a little bit.
Rachel Adebote, Rejoice John.
Okay.
Susan Jatau, Jennifer Peter.
Hi, Peacemaker.
Me too, sir.
We lost one of your lecturers, Emmanuel Junior Zaka. Yeah, do you have any other thing to add before Emmanuel Junior Zaka reconnects?
There's nothing more to add. We have already made our plea. Please, we are just pleading. If in any way or anyhow the government can just help out to just secure the release of these students, please just try that as soon as possible.
Okay.
Those children where they are, in fact, is not encouraging at all. That video they released yesterday to us that we saw is very disheartening. It's
Mm-hmm.
very disheartening. Very,
Mm-hmm.
very disheartening. They are not animals, they are not criminals, and they are being maltreated in that way. How do you expect their parents to feel? What do you expect their parents to be passing through right now? Please and please, we are pleading to the government. They should just try and do the needful. No matter what it's going to take, we are talking about lives, not life of a person, not life of two persons. We are talking about life of 30-something persons. Please and please, they should just try and do the needful as soon as possible because they are in danger. They are in danger. You know, these bandits, they don't have sympathy. They don't even have anything. All what they care about is just the money. In any way, this government can just help. They should just try and do it as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Jefta, can you hear me? You need to unmute yourself. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Tell us your own version of the story.
Okay, please, can you talk to someone else? I'm about to get down into a bus stop, so I will get back.
Okay.
Please.
It's okay. It's okay. All right. Let me see. Emmanuel Junior Zaka is still not here. Christina? Christiana?
Yes, sir.
Do
Yes,
you
sir.
have any other thing you want to add? Do you want to add any other thing? Can you hear me?
Except that I want to say, yes, sir. Our school had always
I can't
been
see your
a
face.
very dangerous. Yes, okay. Our school, I mean, has always been in a risk zone. We have always been living in fear. We had always known that maybe one day something like this was going to happen. And it did happen, although we've been trusting God to keep us safe. But now it happened. I felt like giving up on school. Nigeria is already there. You are a Nigerian, and then you are trying to get an education. Life is just living there all alone, far from civilization, far. It was just God that intervened. If not, it would have been taken away, all of us that day, because we are very far from help. Though the military defense academy is there, but they are still far from us. So we really need security. We need to know that our lives matter to men and that they value us Nigerians. If not, going back to that place is not something I'm thinking of doing. Back up security there and try to do all to do. But first of all, it must come back home. This is the fourth day. It's not fair. It's not fair. There is money in Nigeria. Why can't we just use it to help
All right, we're having some problems there with Christiana. Jefta, can you hear me now? Okay, I lost Jefta too. Let me see. Julius?
So I'm back again. But one thing I want the government to know that almost all the students in that school, I don't think we have any student that is from a rich home. Most of them are from villages. That's their poor children who is struggling. Some from the village, someone show you the way to maybe Federal College of Education, Federal College of Forestry, for you to just get simple, just common degree for yourself, just to be wise, just to be among the society, have something to present one day. But someone from nowhere, I just don't know the level of his qualification, come and seize you just like that to a forest or non-definite. It's not fair. It's not fair. They are not encouraging our education system in Nigeria. I'm sorry, because is very, very poor. Nothing is ever working in this country again. They should help us. They should help us and hear our cry. This is not what we signed for. This is not what we signed for. Please and please, they should help us. Our poor parents are be crying. I visit some of them, could not face them. It's not fair. So please
Thank you,
help us.
Julius. Abdurraham, can you hear me? All right. Looks like we lost her. Just go ahead, Julius. Let me try to bring Jefta. Jefta has been waiting. Hey, Jefta, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, what's your own version of the story, and what is your plea to the government?
Well, it's very sad. It's very, very sad. It's been, we are all looking traumatized. We're all looking tired. We're all looking pale. My friends are there. I went on a field trip with about how many of them that Thursday morning. We went to Fifth Shocker for a field trip, and then we came back. We were together. We gisted, we laughed, and then I had to go to work because I don't stay in the hostel. Unfortunately, I didn't know that night a big tragedy was going to strike us. And my friends are there. It pains me to see Emmanuel, my friend. I took him pictures that morning before going, and now he's the face of the news. He's there, he's begging for his own life. It's painful and it's discouraging. Just take a look at my eyes. For me at all. Did you get me?
Sorry? Yeah, Jefta?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Sorry, can you hear me, please?
All right, I will come back to you, Jefta. Let me see. I can see Soft Mecano. Mecano, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
All right, thank you for joining me. What is your own version of this story?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you very well. Thank you for joining me.
All right. I'm a lecturer in the college.
Okay.
Hello, sir. I'm a lecturer in the college.
Okay.
And these are my amiable students that are in the hand of the bandits at the moment. All we are calling is for the government to do the needful by rescuing these students, because the more they stay with the bandit, the riskier it becomes, and we don't want to lose any of them. We value their life and we want them to be released. So we don't want stories, we don't want anything. All that we want is let these students be released. If it's going to be ransom, let them pay the ransom. If it's negotiation, let them negotiate. All we want is that let these students be released. That is why we are crying. We don't want to know who is to be blamed or what have been done or what is not they are not doing. All we want now is let this student be released. Hello, sir.
Yes, I can hear you. Just keep talking.
So yeah, that is my concern now. Whatever we are going to do is to see to the release of this student. It is not their fault to go to school, and it is not crime to go to school. They are leaders of tomorrow, and they must be educated to occupy the seats of governance. To even help their life, they need to be educated. So since they are victim of circumstances, we do not want any one of them to be missing, please. So we are calling on the government to do the needful. That is all I'm saying, sir.
I hope the government is listening. That is a call from one of the lecturers in this school, and I hope the government is listening. Thank you so much, Mr. McConnell, for
Thank you, sir.
spreading your voice to this. Yeah, Jefta, you're back.
Yes, thank you. Sorry, I went off the other time. So, like I was saying, these are people we went for field trip together. I was with them the morning earlier, and I didn't know that evening I would not be able to be with them anymore. Like, God forbid, but these people, seeing them in those videos being tortured, it's a trauma in my own head. I can't even take it on my own. I can't take it at all. I've been traumatized. I'm heartbroken. I'm down. Emotionally, I'm so down. It breaks me down every time. It's not been easy. It's not been easy for any of us, any of the students that are coming here, speaking on this platform right now. It's not been easy for any of us at all. It's very, very heartbreaking. Very, very heartbreaking.
Thank you, Jefta. Just remain strong and stay strong. I believe your friends and classmates will be released. Munira, are you with me? Are you with me? Hello. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Hello, Munira, are you with me?
No, I'm not hearing you.
I can hear you very well. Can you just go ahead? If you hear me, just go ahead and tell us what you know. All right. It looks like we're having some difficulties there. Well, I want to appreciate all of you that were able to join me to, just give a little perspective about what is happening. It's frightening. You can see that most of these students are traumatized. They are traumatized because their friends and classmates and roommates were captured, and they could see the gruesome video. They could see, that video is so heartbreaking and frightening. We pray that the government of Nigeria would do the needful, and we are also pleading with whoever is perpetrating this violence that people should just act responsibly and just bring this to the end, because we don't even know where will be attacked next. The northern part of Nigeria is just becoming something else, and the insecurity challenges in Nigeria as a country. Some of the students said they are coming from poor families, and probably some of them, they are even the first to go to college in their family, and they have been traumatized, and getting admission in Nigeria is difficult, and you are in school and you are traumatized and all kinds of things. We just pray that there will be sanity in Nigeria.